Hello everyone, welcome back to the Mock-Ups Test Kitchen. My name is Jo. Today's a really exciting day because we're actually gonna make a mocktail, guys. This is a big deal. The mocktail is going to be Valentine's Day themed because that is quite timely. We are basing it on the classic cinnamon heart. I don't know if there's anything more nostalgic when it comes to Valentine's Day than the cinnamon heart. Does anybody actually really like cinnamon hearts, or were they just kind of a candy that was around? Doesn't matter. We're gonna play off of that and make something even better. So I call this drink Be Still My Beating Heart, beat with 2 E's, for 3 reasons. 1, because I cannot resist a good pun when it comes to my mocktail names. 2, because it features beet stock and cinnamon liqueur, both of which actually can lower blood pressure, so it's actually literally good for your heart. And the 3rd reason is that Valentine's Day tends to be one of those occasions where it's easy to overdo it on the booze, particularly red wine. So before you know it, you wake up on the couch, you're not really sure why, it's 3 a.m., you're sweating, you're having an existential crisis, and you're having heart palpitations. Let's just avoid all of that this year and throw a couple mocktails into the mix, you know? Have your red wine, make one of these, or don't have red wine. Either way, it's never a bad occasion for a mocktail. So for this one, what you are going to need is beet water. We already did a video about that. We've got a knife and a peeler. But now come to think of it, so go check it out if you haven't seen it. We have our cinnamon liqueur, also did a video about that. That is alarming. And we have a black peppercorn liqueur. Now we don't have a video for that one, but it's the exact same technique as the cinnamon one. We'll put the recipe in the comments here for you though, so you know how to do that. For garnish, we are going to have cinnamon sticks, beet peels, and a straw. We're also going to be chucking some bitters into this one. This is from Token Bitters. They're a local Edmonton brand. It's artisanal, handcrafted bitters from right here in Edmonton. So we're going with a cherry flavor to kind of balance everything out with a little bit of sweetness. We've got a raw beet. We're going to be using this to make the rose petals that you saw in the picture there. What else do we have? In hardware, we have a peeler, shot glass, fancy glass. Oh, just go to thrift stores and get yourself some fancy glasses. You know, you'll always use them. They're great to have. That's where I get mine. Cocktail shaker. We have some really adorable heart-shaped ice here. I got this little silicone mold at Dollarama. I love it. And this is actually a saltwater bath for our beet peels so that they will relax a little bit so we can turn them into roses. That's the step that we're going to start with. So this beet looks a little funky because I've already been practicing on it. So I'm going to walk you through this. It's going to be flawless. So I'm going to try to make enough for 3 roses on this. 1 sort of bigger rose and 2 smaller ones. That's the idea anyways. I'm going to toss those peels into this saltwater bath here. Let them sit for 5 minutes, and then I will see you after that. Back to the beet roll. Okay, now that our tiny roses are done, they kind of look like weird little prosciutto right now, but they're gonna look super classy in the glass, don't worry. Now we're gonna make the drink. I'm super excited. So we're going to start by prepping our fancy glass with our tiny little cubes here. I forgot to mention before, but these are just frozen beet water. You know, this is actually a fairly dark drink. Yes. So these will kind of get lost in it, but my theory is that getting laid is in the details, and I want you all to do well this Valentine's. So we're gonna put these in here. Your sweetheart knows how much you love them. There we go. And shaker. I've got this prepped with just some regular ice, so we're gonna shake the ingredients with that so that it is nice and cold. So, in this drink, take these up too. We're gonna put 1 ounce of cinnamon liqueur. So this, if you haven't seen the video, is just made with cinnamon sticks, honey, and water. Okay, we are going to put 1 ounce of the black peppercorn liqueur. Now, I said this was just like the cinnamon liqueur, but I actually left the honey out of this particular batch because I knew that we'd be using the cinnamon one and I didn't want it to be too sweet. So we're gonna put an ounce of that in. This is great and really peppery and a little bit spicy, so that's what it's gonna give it that cinnamon heart kind of burn a little bit that we all know and love. And then our beet water. Oh. Ah. So I'm gonna put in 2 ounces of this. This is gonna give it that gorgeous crimson poppin' color. I think that might have been more than 2 ounces, but that's fine. We're just gonna roll with it. Then we are gonna put in 75 mils of these cherry bitters. That translates to roughly 1/8 of a teaspoon, just over. Gonna have to do it a few times. It's getting low because I really love this stuff. There it is. Okay. Perfect. Great. Now all we do is shake it up. To the shaking montage. Okay, we've shaken it up. The drink is nice and cold now, so we just need to strain it into our glass. That beautiful color. Gorgeous. There's a sweet little heart floating to the top. It's perfect. And then, you know, if you have extra, just do shots like all the bartenders do. I remember when I was working in bars. Okay, so now that we have done that, we can go ahead and make this super sexy. So we're gonna take a cinnamon stick and we're gonna take our roses and basically just very carefully prop them in there together. They kind of need to be playing off each other for pressure or else the cinnamon stick is going to drop into the drink. So we just scooch them all in there. Look at that, super classy. Now, normally I don't put straws in my drinks, but because you can't really get to the drink without a straw in this circumstance, we will just scooch that in there as well. That is delicious. The beet juice kind of has this, you know, manages to be both earthy and rich and subtle at the same time. You've got a little bit of heat there from the black peppercorn syrup and then the sweetness of the cinnamon liqueur. So it looks classy as heck, it tastes delicious. Happy Valentine's Day, everybody. Also, set a reminder in your phone now for February 15th, when you go to the bathroom and panic. Just remember that you had beets. You know, you do not need to call the health hotline. We've all been there. But give our poor healthcare workers a break right now. They've been through enough. You're fine, you just had beets. So happy Valentine's Day, everybody. I hope it's a great one for you and your loved ones. Thank you for mocking it up. Cheers.